how do you stand up for yourself? Now, standing up for yourself might include, I need to stand up for myself in terms of a raise or a promotion, or I need to stand up for myself and say, I can't do what you're asking me to do. Or there's a host of ways in which you stand up for yourself. So I want to start with an odd question. When's the right time? And then by contrast, when's the wrong time?
I think I'm going to answer the wrong time first because it's more obvious and everybody will get it. So it's the wrong time if you're feeling weak or if you know that your audience is not in a good position to receive the message. Now, sometimes you're feeling scared, not the same as weak necessarily. There's a quote, I can't think of who it is by, about saying the thing that needs to be said even if your voice shakes. Mm-hmm. It's okay to be scared, but if you feel weak, like you might actually collapse in the middle, or if you know that you are in the wrong in some way and have some responsibility for whatever the challenge is in front of you, it's good to clean that up first. If you can, not if it's going to take you 9 months. You've got to deal with whatever the immediate situation is. But in general, if you've had a part in a conflict, see if there are things you can do either by apologizing or clarifying before you head into what's going to feel like a confrontation, because you don't want that thrown in your face. And in terms of making sure the other person is as ready as they can be, if you have one of those bosses that you really shouldn't talk to till after her second cup of coffee, keep that in mind. Just, there's no reason to decide this is the hill I'm going to die on before she's had her second cup. You could even bring her second cup. But there are things, we all have habits about times of day, before and after lunch, maybe after your boss has met with their own boss and they need some recovery time. Or if you know, this is really crucial, also goes for colleagues. If you know they're on deadline, they can't really pay attention to you, even if they might want to. So a lot of when is the wrong time is about logistics. Another piece of logistics is not just what time is it, but who is there. There are things that it's much better to say in a one-to-one, whether that is in person, on the phone, on video, than in a meeting. You may want to raise an immediate objection. It may be important, but in the meeting, if it's going to cause a furor, or if there are people there who might be hurt by it, think twice. Sometimes you do need to speak up and call somebody, I prefer in to out, but call somebody in or criticize somebody, even in a meeting. But it has to be an incredibly important thing to do. In general, critiques are best offered in a quiet, private situation.